Hey, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Veterans Council Veterans Facebook fans and YouTube. Here we are for a weekly update on the 11th of September. A ominous time for us as far as post 9/11. But I want to do is, as you know, we're focused on suicide, veteran suicide. We want to get a chance to take a look, listen to this couple that's going to be part of our panelists on September 30th.
Ranking the staffs, the techs, the masters on the systems that they were working on. And then he deployed to Iraq, kind of volunteered to go to Iraq. And then in Iraq, also did kind of the security for the third, I forget what they're called, the host nationals, third party nationals. They're in the different capacities of security. And then when he came back, he crashed at Aviano. And he went from a troop that was Airman of the Quarter, nominated as Airman of the Year, won Airman of the Quarter, and all of a sudden came back from Italy and was doing high-risk activities, behaviors, adrenaline rushing, seeking types of activities. And it mind-boggled me when he got out that nobody seemed to think that this airman changed completely, 180 degrees. And when he got back here, it was within about the first 3 weeks that he came back and stayed with us that he crashed. He sat on the couch, he had a hoodie over his head, couldn't stand to be around people. I mean, just total panic to be around groups of people. And I took him to the VA. When he was discharged from the Air Force, he was sent with basically no meds. He had been put on, I think, 3 different medications for PTSD and social anxiety disorder. And he started his journey with the VA, which was 5 years of trying to figure out what worked and more than likely discovering what didn't work, from one med to the next med to the next med. And then on Memorial Day, May 30th, 2016, he was here with us, with his boys, staying at our house for the weekend, which he did a lot of weekends, most weekends. He had his boys Sunday, Monday, and Tuesdays, and he would stay the weekends over here. Our house was bigger. We had more area for the boys to play. And on at 5:06 a.m., he posted on Facebook, 1 of 22 per day. Why can't they just help us goodbye? And that's the last time, and shortly thereafter, that we know that he was still alive. He sent out some texts to different family members and some friends, and then we were woke up on May 30th by a neighbor. His aunt had contacted his younger brother to get a hold of somebody to come and check because of the message on Facebook and some concerning text, and then he wouldn't answer her. And sometime after 8, his younger brother found him, and then our neighbor banged on our door and got Rick. And
So that was a couple we interviewed a couple of days ago, Rick and Rebecca Wingler, who lost their son Derek Wingler, and they're going to be some of the people who are be on that panel. I tell you something, guys, I'm very, very excited about this event we're going to be having on the 30th of September. And why am I excited? Because we got a lot of us, and I always say this is a hashtag for vets, the number 4, for vets by vets, because this is something that is done by us. And I want you to, this year is on 30th September, it's a virtual, and we got a really an all-star panel of cast, and I'll let you know about some more who's going to be there. But that couple there, Rebecca and Rick, will be part of that panel as well. And I tell you, I'm excited because none of this is done for getting paid for. Everybody's doing this for free, including myself. This is free. This is veterans taking care of veterans, family of veterans taking care of each other. Because at the end of the day, when the smoke clears, you notice in the media, all these suicides, you don't see anybody talking about now. They're all talking about something else, because it's going to, in this time here, it's going to require us to take care of us. Again, spread around, share it. The number 4, vets by vets, for this episode, this thing coming as well. I know as you guys talked about, have seen some going on with the TikTok. This unfortunate veteran, Ronnie McNutt, took his life on TikTok and went to Facebook as well. And I tell you, it's a tragic way of reaching out for help. And sometimes it's somebody reaching out for help. Sometimes it's revenge. It's like, before I go, I'm going to make sure I take you with me. So I tell you, even though you don't see it on the news, veterans are still dying by suicide. And we got to be vigilant. I keep saying again and again, yeah, the 22 push-ups is okay, and ruck marches, but it's much better when you do a human contact, reaching out to a veteran when he's down, even if you don't hear from him, than just doing 22 push-ups. So that's very important. But he's not the only one that died by suicide. Another veteran died by suicide, Trevor Warren Johnson. He died by suicide August 20th, 2020. And the picture you see before you is his brother, Trayvon Johnson. So again, something you don't hear about because the news is so focused on something else. But you know what? We're not focused on something else. At Veterans Council of Veterans, we're going to continually be advocates when it comes to veteran suicide, and not just the people who are stopping suicide, but for the families who lost. Each one of them have a family left behind. Trevor left behind his mother and father and his brother Travis, and Drew left behind his two kids, Caden and Christian, as well as his mother, Rick and Rachel, and a whole bunch of brothers as well. And so everybody, when you die, it's not just the veteran that dies and experiences tragedies, but the family as well. So I want you guys to be on top of that. So what I want to try to do now is I want to give you kind of like what I call a little insight on some of the panelists we're going to have. So this is like meet the panelists. I want you to get a chance to meet Kimberly Kinsler. Kimberly Kinsler is a veteran. She's out of Fort Hood. When she was a veteran, she became a psychologist. She left the Fort Hood, became a psychologist. Now she's a psychologist. And her husband, Marvin Kinsler, who doesn't want to be on camera, he was also a veteran. They were dual military. And I want you to get a chance to meet Kimberly, one of the panelists that's going to be on. So here's.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kim Kinsler with Kinsler Psychology, and we're located in Tampa, Florida. We provide counseling, psychological testing, and medication management to individuals of all ages. I have the privilege of being an Army vet where I served in air defense. I appreciate this opportunity to participate on this panel and share my insights regarding suicide prevention in the military community. I look forward to speaking with you all. See you soon.
So thank you, Kimberly, for being with Veterans Council of Veterans again. Kimberly, of course, is a veteran again, and out of Fort Hood. Now she's a psychologist, and now she can kind of take care of us. And I'll tell you again, even though he's not on camera, her husband Marvin is also a veteran. He's the guy behind the scenes getting things work. So Kimberly, thank you again for being part of this. But I tell you what, it's not just Kimberly's going to be part of this panel. We're going to have at least 12 panelists from, and what we're going to do on a Money chat, you're going to meet some of these panelists. You're going to meet Glenn Blomstrom, who's a VP at the assist training for Living Works. We got Tom Cruise. We got Gene. We got so many people who are all veterans or spouses of veterans who are going to be part of this virtual on September 30th from 9 o'clock to 3 p.m. Make sure you register. Make sure you register and then share it, because again, sharing is caring. And speaking about sharing is caring, I want to sit there and highlight some of the people who have shared. Right here before, and this is not the only one. These are the people who have shared this particular upcoming event. I'm gonna tell you something I learned since I've come out of the military. There are a lot of organizations out there and a lot of people out there that don't share. All they care about is what happens to them, and if it doesn't happen to them, then it doesn't happen. Sharing is caring. And you know what? You don't have to do 22 push-ups. You don't have to ruck for 60 miles. You don't have to do any of that. All you got to do is push, share, a share drive to do this. And so I want to sit there and quickly recognize the people who are before us, and there's more. You'll see more as we're coming forward. We got Barbara Morales, Janine Donahue-Smith. She's a contributor for Veterans Council of Veterans, so a strong career. So I really appreciate Janine. Keep continuing to share. Marla Batista and her husband Ulysses not there, but Ulysses also is part of VCV. Len Geyser is not part of VCV, but they help contribute. Len Geyser, of course, is one of Veterans Council of Veterans Tribe. She's sharing. The PTSD for Warriors and their families, they're sharing. Christine Hess, Sean Folk, Mark Flower, Jim Bowers, William Johnson, Kim Austin, a veteran mental health counselor, retired nurse. She does a lot. She's all part of our Veterans Council of Veterans group. Lucia King is also part of Veterans Council of Veterans group, and Jeanette Witherdale. But to tell you something, sharing is caring. You will do a lot more if you want to stop a veteran suicide by sharing when somebody's doing something about suicide. And I'll tell you something about this event that we're doing. This is going to be the only event that's for us, by us. Again, it's hashtag number 4, vets by vets. There are organizations out there that may be doing a little bit about this, but this is us taking care of us. Everybody you hear is going to be from us. And we're just not going to just talk. Even though this information, this is also action oriented. When you watch this program, when you register for, and don't forget, register for this program. When you register for this program, you're going to learn something. We're going to tell you things that you could do that can help veteran suicide besides saying, I'm so sorry for your loss, or do push-ups and sit-ups. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying push-ups and sit-ups are bad, but I'm just saying we got to do more than that. We have to do much more than that. And that's what Veterans Council is trying to do. Veterans Council Veterans trying to do with this virtual forum. Again, September 30th, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Please register, register, register. Watch the banner across the street going there. And Monday, we're going to have some more people volunteers. We're going to have some more panelists who are going to be part of this whole forum on September 30th. So this is Tony Williams. Get this off so I can see my pretty face. This is Tony Williams, the CEO and president of Veterans Council Veteran, but more importantly, I'm a combat veteran, did 24 years enlisted and commissioned, which means I'm bilingual. And every time someone dies by suicide, I take it personally. And you take it personally, especially those out there who've lost a brother, a sister, an aunt, an uncle, a dad, a mother to suicide. We take it personally. I'm just telling you, I'm asking you again, please share, please share, please share. Be there on the 30th of September. And I also want to give a shout out for a nominee from Georgia actually shared it, which is important. So it's important that everybody keep sharing. If you're not sharing, then you're not caring. At least that's Tony's words. Okay, and until then, this is Tony Williams from Veterans Council Veterans. I'll see you later. See you Monday for my Monday morning chat.